What is going on, guys? Isam here from Dubai Forex Group, and I'm coming back to you with this video. I'll show you guys and I'll talk about this indicator in details and how to use it, and the importance of using this indicator for day trading. As you can see, guys, I'm using the M15 here, and you can use it pretty much on all time frames. I know I have not been recording any videos or sharing anything in the group, but I had some personal stuff going on in my personal life that made me stop sharing with you guys new updates. But now I'm coming back to you guys with a lot of ideas that I will be sharing with you in the group. So I want you guys to stay tuned and wait for my ideas. I'll be working on the blog. I'll be writing a lot of blogs, and I'll also be starting a podcast where I will be talking about a lot of things concerning trading, especially the psychology of trading and all that stuff. And I will be creating a lot of videos to share with you guys all the ideas and how I use my indicators, and share with you guys how to use the indicators in general in all the tools that I use. Although I have not been sharing in the group, I have been working on new indicators and new ideas. So go to my profile on MQL5 and check out all the new indicators that I share. So this one is one of the new indicators that I shared in the group, and it's pretty much a very nice idea. Now, this indicator is all in one. All the divergence indicators that you have in MT4 and MT5 are all grouped in one indicator. And as you can see, guys, this indicator, is coming with this button, and the button has this cursor. It might be a little bit annoying to you to see this flickering light, but you can hide that in the setting. I'll show you guys how to do that. Now, the button can change the position from anywhere in the chart you want, and you can click on the button to hide or show. As you can hear, there is a background sound that comes with the button, and also you can deactivate that. So this is one of the trades that I can see today here on the euro dollar M15, and as you can see, pretty much both of them went almost well, except that I will share with you guys how do I use this indicator very well to avoid this kind of moves right here that might look like a loss. But before getting into that good stuff, let's talk about how to use this indicator. So if you click and go to the indicator list, double click on the indicator concerned, and you can see here the bars count. That's the number of bars that you want to scan. And if you click on the select indicator, you click here and you get the list of the 13 indicators. All the oscillators that you have in your MT4 and MT5 are here. Okay, and it will give you the divergence of all these indicators. As an example, in this video, we have the RSI here, and I will go through some trades that I have taken in that has been shown in this indicator and talk to you in details how do I use that. Now let's get back to the rest of the explanation here. And you have the settings of almost all the indicators here. You can go through the settings and change the settings to your preference. Like the RSI, for example, if you go further down, you will see the RSI setting. I have the setting at 14, and I have it at the close of the price, and I don't matter here in the overbought or the all oversold. It don't matter to me because I'm just looking for the divergence. Now, if you go all the way down, you can customize the colors of the take profit and the stop loss. And I want you guys to know that this stop loss and take profits are based on Fibonacci levels of the last swing. So the take profit and the stop loss are not pips or points based, they are Fibonacci based. If you go all the way down here, you can get the alerts. So the alerts are going to help you to get the alerted whenever the new signal is showed and appeared and detected on the chart. If you go all the way down, you have the divergence lines, colors. You can change them to whatever color you want. And you go all the way down, you have the settings for the buy pattern. You can change that as well. and you go all the way down to change the colors of the take profit and the stop loss. Now, if you go all the way down, you can show or hide the button. Now you can see, guys, the buttons, it's probably annoying for some people. So all you have to do is click on false and click on OK, and it will disappear. Now you will tell me, how do I hide that? Now that is where the hotkey button comes in handy. So I'm gonna use the keyboard X, and it will hide and show the indicator. So click on the X or use the keyboard X, and it will show and hide the indicator. Now tell me, okay, I don't like the background sound that comes with it. That can be hidden as well. If you go to the indicator list, double click, go all the way down, and you can see here the sound. All you have to do is double click and remove that thing. Now you click on OK, and now you don't hear the sound, the background sound. That's a really good trick to do as well. Now going back to the indicator list again, and what I will do now is I'll go all the way down, and it'll tell me, Islam, I don't like the X. I used, for example, D for divergence. So I'm just gonna click on D for divergence, as you can see here, and change it to D. And now I can use the D keyboard. Now I'm not clicking on X. If you want me to show you guys that, I can go to, I'm just gonna use my keyboard here, and I'll do D. That's D. Now the sound that comes with the D here is from the keyboard itself, from the virtual keyboard. Now I can click on Edge or Y, and you can still hear that sound. That's not coming from the indicator, it's coming from the keyboard. With that being said, guys, that's how pretty much you can use and customize the indicator in any way you want. Again, you can choose whatever indicator you prefer to see the divergence here. And the list is EDX, ETR, Awesome, Accelerator, CCI, Momentum, MACD, OSMA, and OBV, RVI, Stochastic, William, or WPR, William percentage range. So all these indicators work properly, and they give a very good signals. Now in this example, as I said again, I will show you guys the example of the RSI. Now let's go back to the chart. And as you can see, guys, here, I will talk to you about how to trade these trades. So usually what I do is whenever I get the signal, so the signal is going to appear on the next candle. So the divergence happened on this white candle, but I get the signal of the entry by preference, and I set it that way because that's very important. Because if you get the entry here, the stop loss is going to be a bit high. But if you get it here instead, the stop loss is going to be a little bit smaller. Now the stop loss is based on the 382 of the Fibonacci, but you can choose to put it anywhere you want. That's up to you as well. If you put it right here, you can get a very high risk to reward ratio. So pretty much what I do is whenever I get to the TP1, I move my stop loss to the break even, and I get that risk-free trade. So that's exactly what I did here. I moved my stop loss to break even whenever the TP1 reached, and the price came back, and it took me out with a risk-free trade. Now in this trade here, I entered at this point right here. I put my stop loss here. Whenever the take profit 1 reached, I moved my stop loss to break even, and as you can see, guys, here it went all the way to take profit 4. Now you can choose to take profit at any take profit level you want. I choose to take profit at TP4. Sometimes if I see that there is a lot of momentum into the trade, I use trailing stop, and I trail stop each candle. I trail stop with each candle. So at the close of this one here, I trail my stop loss above this candle, and it goes all the way until I get to squeeze all the profits that is possible. Now going back in the chart and looking for more trades, as you can see, guys, here in this one, the take profit 4 hit, and this one here, the take profit 6 hit, and that's pretty good, right? So this is like 5 in a row, 5 win in a row in one break even. And this one here also, the take profit 5 hit, almost the 6. And you can go all the way down here, the take profit 4, 6 hit, right? That's 5, that's 6. And this one here, that's as long as the TP1 is reached, I know that I am safe and I am at a break even. Going back in this awesome trade that I missed, it would be really awesome to take this one. As you can see, guys, here, the signal appeared at the open of this one here, and it went all the way up without even looking back. So you can put your stop loss here and then all the way to take profit 8. If I used here moving my stop loss to break even, I would get even to this level above the take profit 8. This one was pretty good as well. As you can see, guys, here, it went all the way down to TP 8, I guess. Yes, it had a TP 8. That's really awesome. That's great. This one here went all the way up to, I guess, TP 6, or not quite at it, so TP 5 I would consider. And I can go on and on with all these trades. Here we this is an amazing one. It went all the way down. This is the kind of trades that you want to look for. It's like catching the top and catching the bottom. You catch the top and the price went all the way down. As you can see, guys, this is in 15 euro dollar, and we got almost all of them right. If you are trading properly, if you're using a proper risk reward ratio, and you are using also proper risk management, I highly recommend to get the pro trading online course from my website, www.dubaiforex group. If you did not check out my stuff, it's very important to do so and check out my online course. It will teach you a lot about all this stuff, the risk management. Now tell me the RSI stopped here. It stopped here because it counted the number of bars to scan, so it reached 1000 and that's where it stopped. Now in some cases you might get lines without the divergence, or divergence without lines. That's because the number of bars has reached. To show you full informations of the trade, it has to get whatever bars left in the back in the history, so you increase the number of bars. Now some people tell me, Isam, the indicator is slow, but I don't see any slowness here. I'm using the button, and I'll show you guys the button again. If you give me some time to show you guys that the indicator is working just fine, right? There is nothing wrong with the indicator. It's fast, it responses, it's very responsive, and it shows and hides everything. Now if you have a problem, it's highly likely that it's coming from your computer power or processing power. It's not really good, or maybe you have a lot of indicators on the same chart that slows it down a lot, because that does not have anything to do with my indicators. That it's just how the hardware of this software, the MT5 or the MT4 works. So, but as far as the indicator itself comes, it's working just fine. So as far as my indicator comes, there's nothing wrong with the indicator. The indicator works very fast and responsive. If you have anything, it might be because of the processing power of your computer, or it might be because of the MT4 or the MT5. So you want to make sure that those are working properly, so that you can start using this indicator in your MT4, MT5, because that's very important as well to mention. And finally, guys, I want to show you a tip to how to filter the divergence to a much better divergence only. Like, you can choose to show only the strong divergence, where the price, like these two divergences, they are really good divergence, even if this one did not turn out to be good trade, but still the divergence is really good. Now when the divergence is horizontal, like for example in this case the line is horizontal, like the one here, some of the trades you might get an horizontal divergence. Now the goal of this indicator is to find out all the divergence, even if they are very small. So if the divergence is very small, it will show you that the line is horizontal, And you want to filter those trades. Now I'll show you guys an example. I'll look for the pound dollar, and I'll try to find an example of this one for quick. So for example, this one, the line is almost, even if it turns out to be a good trade, the line is almost on both on the indicator and also on the chart is almost horizontal. So you want to eliminate this kind of divergence. What you do is you go to the setting and you go to the slope. Now the slope means basically the angle of this line. So if the angle is 0, for example, that still is going to be a little bit of a problem, because that's not a divergence, and therefore the indicator is not detecting anything that is 0. But still, the algorithm understands the divergence into numbers. So 0.5, for example, is a divergence. Now I want to eliminate that kind of divergence. So all I have to do, and it's expressed here in points or in pips. So whatever distance of pips between the high here and the other high, or the low and the other low, and the same thing goes for the indicator. I want to eliminate that kind of thing and give it a minimum, right? Give it a minimum where it's gonna detect. Like if I say 5 pips is not something that I want to say. So I'm just gonna put here 5 pips, and it will eliminate all that kind of things. Now I'm gonna choose a number here. For example, 30 or 40, which means like 5 pips. That is in points. So I'm just going to choose 60, which is 6 pips. That's just an example. You can play with this and show it in any way you want. So what I'm expecting to happen is for this one to disappear, because it's not falling into the interval that I'm choosing here, right? So if I click on OK, that is where it's gone. Now I'm gonna see only the setups that has more than 6 points. If I choose this one and I measure from here to here, that's an 8. That's 82 points. That's 8 pips, right? And I can go on and on with this one. In my opinion, the best way to do it is to just do like a 1.5 or 2 pips, which means 20 or 15 points, or even 10. Right? Sometimes 1 pip can be counted, but it's up to you. Again, you have to backtest it and show it in any way you want, right? All right, guys, I hope that you enjoyed this video and you got a lot of knowledge from it. And as you know, knowledge is power. So keep learning and stay tuned for my podcast, where I'll be talking about pro trading. And also stay tuned here on the channel. I'll be sharing a lot of videos and articles. All right, see you guys in the next video or the next podcast, and take care of yourself.